Have you ever taken a leisurely stroll down to the beach some distance away for a nice walk and no one is around, or at least you think that no one is around, but somehow someone would be able to track down your exact location due to technologies that we now have, such as the iPhone, iWatch, laptops, etc. Surveillance is a very big issue in Australia and across the world. Edward Snowden, a former employee for America's National Security Agency, emphasized why surveillance is an issue. On May 20, 2013, Snowden flew from his base in Hawaii to Hong Kong to meet up with journalist Greg Greenwald and filmmaker Laura Petraeus to provide them with inside information of what exactly the American government were doing to its people. There was a significant focus on the leaked information about PRISM, the world's backbone of telecommunication. PRISM was collecting data from search engines such as Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Skype, and Apple, from the biggest pieces of information to the very smallest. Edward Snowden put his life on the line to surrender classified information in order to protect the rights of civilians and make them aware of what invasions the US government were making on people's privacy, despite the government claiming the protection against terrorism post 9/11. As Glenn Greenwald suggests in his TED Talks videos on why privacy matters, he stated that the information that the National Security Agency was secretly storing may not directly affect your law-abiding citizen, but if any questions arises 20 years from now, these storage units have the capabilities to go back in time and sort through every conversation, every email, every bad decision that was ever made, and make you pay for that regardless of the situation. We all have passwords on our email accounts because they are deemed private. When the government is sorting through all this information without your knowledge, your emails are no longer private and you feel invaded. Surveillance can be in a number of different forms, whether it be watching someone walk down the street, capturing videos or photos, or online surveillance. It's everywhere and very hard to stop. Deep packet inspection technology in particular has been created for the fast-growing internet, designed to inspect information packets that are being sent across internet networks in order to analyze particular patterns and trends and ultimately prevent illegal activity. DPIs are a new technology for Australia's law enforcement, only being rolled out as a trial in 2013 by the Australian Federal Police. However, this form of surveillance technology has been widely used across European countries and the United States as upholding law enforcement tools. Deep packet inspection surveillance technologies have been influenced by the fast-growing rate and use of internet to communicate and share files quickly and easily. DPIs aim to catch illegal behaviour such as downloading sexual predators, black market information, and the likes. Deep packet inspection technologies reveal not only which systems are communicating, but also the operation, or in the case of a web request, the specific file being accessed. Some of the advantages of having deep packet inspection technology as a surveillance tool is that it runs off incredibly fast speed and is able to sort through data at a pace of 10 gigabytes per second. This allows law enforcement to be sorting through huge numbers of packets of data at any given time. The data being searched is also done in real time without a delay of access. This is a massive advantage considering the Australian Bureau of Statistics states that by the end of 2011, 77% of Australians were using the internet every day. All of the data that is being monitored also has the potential to be viewed and recorded on screen. Along with the use of deep packet inspection comes implications and issues around rights and the privacy of service users. As Crompton suggests, the impact on privacy can have an effect on people's personal lives by forcing them to avoid going about their normal day-to-day activities with a perceived fear of their privacy being threatened. Using deep packet inspection surveillance technology can potentially make way for a notion that was introduced by Gary Marks called function creep. Function creep is the gradual widening of the use of a technology system beyond the purpose for which it was originally intended. Marx describes function creep as powerful new surveillance tactics that are being developed for the range of legitimate and illegitimate use is likely to spread. The new forms of social control tend to be subtle, invisible, scattered, and involuntary. Many people, especially those born after 1960, are barely conscious of them. Surveillance is an issue across many countries of the world. It always has been and always will be. It's about finding the balance between protecting nations but within the right practice. Deep packet inspection technologies play only a minor role in preventing major crime, and as technologies will develop, only the future will hold the answers about surveillance.